Imagine you are in control of an empire. Millions of lives depend on your decisions. Wars, betrayals, and uncontrollable challenges arise every day, but you must remain calm and lead. Does this seem like a distant reality? This was the life of Marcus Aurelius, the last of the so-called 5 good emperors of Rome. He was not only a leader but also a philosopher, a fervent follower of Stoicism, a philosophy that, despite being ancient, is incredibly relevant today. Today, you will discover how Stoic principles can transform your life, making you stronger, more resilient, and balanced. It's about finding peace amidst chaos, about growing even in the most adverse situations. And throughout this video, you will learn how to apply these practical teachings in your daily life, in both small and large matters. So stay until the end, because each point we discuss could be the spark for a true personal revolution. What is Stoicism? Before diving into the practical secrets of this philosophy, it's important to understand what Stoicism really is. After all, we're not just talking about an abstract idea, but a real manual for facing life with more resilience and wisdom. Stoicism was born in ancient Greece around the 3rd century BC, with Zeno of Citium as one of its founders. The philosophy gained strength in Rome, with great representatives like Seneca, Epictetus, and the Emperor Marcus Aurelius. Although it is an ancient philosophy, Stoicism has never been more relevant. We live in times of uncertainty and distraction. Social media, work pressures, global problems. Everything seems to pull us away from our balance. Stoicism was not just a set of complex theories, but a philosophy entirely focused on practice. Its main focus is to teach people how to live better, regardless of external circumstances. The Stoics believed in a central premise that, at first glance, may seem simple but is profoundly transformative. We cannot control what happens around us, but we can control how we react to it. Think about that for a moment. How many times have you let yourself be consumed by frustration over something completely out of your control? A delay, an unfair criticism, or even someone else's bad mood. Stoicism invites us to divide everything we face into 2 categories: what we can control and what we cannot. This is the key to living with more serenity. What is under our control? Our thoughts, our actions, our choices. And what isn't? Other people's behavior, external circumstances, the weather, among others. By focusing only on what we can control, we save an immense amount of emotional and mental energy. But this does not mean resignation or apathy. Quite the opposite. The Stoics did not advocate that you simply accept everything. They believed that by focusing on what is within our reach, we can live with more intention, courage, and purpose. The life of Marcus Aurelius, a Stoic example. Marcus Aurelius is one of the greatest examples of how Stoicism can be lived to its fullest. Imagine ruling the largest empire in the world amidst wars, plagues, and palace intrigues. Even so, he wrote daily in his personal journal, a collection of reflections we now know as meditations. In these texts, he did not speak as an emperor, but as a human being in search of wisdom. One of Marcus Aurelius's most famous thoughts is, "You have power over your mind, not over external events. Realize this, and you will find strength." He understood that true freedom did not come from power or wealth, but from self-control and serenity. And he didn't just preach this, he lived it. For example, during one of his greatest crises, an epidemic that devastated Rome, Marcus Aurelius remained calm, leading with wisdom and compassion. He couldn't control the plague, but he could control how he reacted to it, ensuring the empire continued to function. These historical moments show that, even under immense pressure, the constant practice of Stoicism can give us the strength to overcome any challenge. It inspires us to look beyond immediate difficulties and cultivate inner peace. The 4 Stoic virtues. The Stoics believed that virtue was the key to a fulfilling life. This virtue was divided into 4 pillars. Wisdom, knowing how to distinguish right from wrong and making rational decisions. Courage, facing challenges and fears with firmness. Justice, acting with fairness and respecting others. Moderation, avoiding excesses and seeking balance in all areas of life. Think about your routine. How many times have you had the opportunity to apply these virtues? For example, wisdom could be choosing not to react impulsively to a provocation. Courage could be facing a difficult conversation you've been avoiding. Justice is treating a colleague honestly, even when it's inconvenient. And moderation could be resisting the temptation to spend money on something unnecessary. These virtues are not just theoretical concepts. They are practical tools that can transform how you face life. Wisdom helps us avoid unnecessary mistakes and make conscious decisions. Courage pushes us out of our comfort zone and into the unknown. Justice creates a sense of community and mutual trust, while moderation protects us from excesses that could harm us. Moreover, practicing these virtues makes us better people, not just for ourselves but for those around us. Each virtuous act is a step toward a more harmonious and balanced life. Stoic exercises for daily life. Stoicism is not a distant theory. It's a practice. Here are some simple exercises to start applying today. 1. Stoic morning. Before starting your day, take a few minutes to reflect on what you want to achieve and how you plan to react to challenges. Ask yourself, what is under my control today? 2. Negative visualization. Imagine losing something you value. This is not pessimism but a reminder to appreciate what you have now. 3. Evening reflection. Before bed, ask yourself, what did I do well today? What can I improve? This habit helps identify your strengths and weaknesses. 4. Emotional control. When something irritates you, take a deep breath and ask, is this under my control? If the answer is no, let go of that energy. 5. Stoic journal. Keep a journal where you can record your daily reflections. Write about your challenges, achievements, and lessons learned. 6. Gratitude practice. Take a moment to list 3 things you are grateful for. This helps shift focus from problems to blessings. These exercises, though simple, have a profound impact on how we live. They help us create a state of presence and awareness that transforms each day into an opportunity for learning. Stoic tips to become a better person. To become a better person, it's essential to develop a set of skills and virtues that promote personal growth and inner harmony. Based on Stoic philosophy, here are 5 practical and transformative tips. 1. Practice self-control. The Stoics believed we are responsible for our reactions, not external events. When something doesn't go as planned, ask yourself, is this under my control? Work to respond calmly and thoughtfully, avoiding emotional outbursts. For example, if someone irritates you, pause, take a deep breath, and choose to respond with serenity. Self-control is not just a virtue but a tool to preserve your mental peace. 2. Value the present. We often waste time and energy worrying about the past or being anxious about the future. The Stoic practice of negative visualization invites us to imagine losing the things we value. This may seem uncomfortable, but it helps us deeply appreciate the present moment. Be grateful for the small things and recognize the value of the people and opportunities around you. 3. Embrace daily discipline. Marcus Aurelius, one of the greatest Stoics, wrote in his journal every day, reflecting on his actions and thoughts. You can do the same. Keep a Stoic journal, where you record your challenges, learnings, and goals. Ask yourself daily, what did I do well today? Where can I improve? This habit not only promotes self-reflection but also guides your growth. 4. Cultivate empathy and respect. Understand that everyone faces internal battles. Adopting this perspective broadens your compassion and reduces hasty judgments. When someone acts hostile, try to look beyond the behavior, recognizing that it may be a reflection of their personal struggles. This practice does not mean accepting abuse but responding rationally, maintaining your dignity, and strengthening relationships. 5. Face challenges as opportunities. Stoicism teaches us that every difficulty is a chance for growth. When you encounter problems, see them as training for your mind and character. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this? This mindset not only reduces suffering but also turns obstacles into stepping stones for progress. Practicing these 5 tips requires patience and consistency. Remember, no one becomes the best version of themselves overnight. What matters is continuous progress, celebrating each small victory along the way. Incorporate these practices into your daily life and see how they can transform you. Over time, you will notice greater resilience, balance, and a deeper connection to what truly matters. How Stoicism can transform your relationships. Stoicism also has much to teach us about how we relate to others. By practicing empathy, we understand that each person is fighting their own internal battles, often invisible to us. This understanding helps us be more patient, compassionate, and avoid hasty judgments. For example, instead of reacting with anger or resentment to criticism, try to understand what might be motivating that person to act that way. This does not mean we should tolerate injustice or mistreatment, but rather that we can choose to respond rationally, not emotionally, preserving our inner peace and cultivating healthier relationships. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "When you wake up in the morning, tell yourself, 'Today I will meet meddling, ungrateful, arrogant, dishonest, jealous, and selfish people.'" This reflection was not a lament but a preparation. He knew that others' behavior was beyond his control, but his reaction to it was entirely within his power. This perspective not only protected his mental peace but also helped him act with greater wisdom and balance in the face of adversity. Imagine a common scenario, a disagreement at work or home. Instead of letting anger or frustration take over, you can adopt the Stoic approach of taking a deep breath, analyzing the situation clearly, and seeking constructive solutions. This daily practice of self-control not only strengthens your relationships but also creates a more harmonious environment around you. Moreover, Stoic empathy teaches us to recognize that everyone, at some level, is seeking happiness and trying to avoid suffering. This connects us to a larger reality and encourages us to act with more kindness, even in difficult situations. When someone acts hostile, it may be a reflection of their own internal struggles, not something personal against you. This understanding completely changes how we interpret and react to others' actions. If you start applying these principles consistently, you will see a significant change in your relationships. Instead of being dragged into emotional or draining conflicts, you will have the clarity and balance needed to make wiser decisions and resolve problems peacefully. Stoicism, in this sense, not only improves your interactions with others but also enriches your journey of self-discovery and personal growth. The Stoic journey is continuous. Stoicism is not a quick fix. It's a constant practice. Marcus Aurelius said, "The art of living is more like wrestling than dancing. There will be difficult days, but every small progress is worth it." Adopt Stoicism as a lifestyle. Start small. Choose one Stoic principle per week and practice it actively. Gradually, you will notice a significant transformation in how you think, act, and react. Remember, no one is perfect, but the pursuit of virtue is already a big step toward the best version of yourself. When you make a mistake, use it as a learning opportunity. When you succeed, acknowledge and celebrate the progress. Constant practice will bring balance and resilience. Over time, Stoic philosophy will become an integral part of your life, helping you face adversity with serenity and enjoy moments of joy with gratitude. It's a journey, not a final destination. Each day is a new opportunity to be better than yesterday. Cultivate this practice day after day, and see how the transformation happens naturally and profoundly. And now I want to know, which part of Stoicism inspired you the most? Leave your comment below with your questions or suggestions for the next video. The most liked idea will be the theme of our next philosophical journey. If you've made it this far, leave a like and subscribe to the channel. This helps me bring even more transformative content to you. And don't leave yet. On the screen, there's a video that could be the next step in your growth journey. Click now and continue learning how to become the best version of yourself. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video.